Feet apart, soften your hips, sink your hips, let your knees bend slightly. Arms come up, expand your lungs and chest. Arms come down, push to the ground. If you know the whole sequence, do it on your own. Don't wait for me to do the narration. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin down. Everything relaxed, everything comfortable. Inhale, eyes heavy. Focus somewhat soft. Let your eyes relax. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, arch your lower back. Exhale, round your whole spine. Breathe through your nose as much as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, tongue up to the roof of the mouth, behind the front teeth. Exhale, tongue to the bottom of the mouth, behind the front teeth. Inhale. Exhale. Shift your hips forward, putting the weight on the ball of your foot. Right about here, flat on your foot. Shift your hips back towards your heels as you push down. Inhale. Exhale. Try to become aware of your big toe, your little toe, the ball of your foot. Then become aware of your heel. Everything loose, everything comfortable, just like you're in a pool up to your neck. Inhale. Exhale. Let's try a couple more and then we'll move on. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, next set. Been showing you a bunch of these hand exercise ones where you interlace your fingers, you kind of come up in front of your chest here, and then down as if you're squishing your chest, your sternum, your solar plexus, your navel. Round your back, reach directly in front. Pull in the hands, arch your back again. That's your cue to inhale. As we go down, we exhale. So each time we try to go a little bit higher, we got 45 degrees out and up. And then the same thing back in and down. Reach straight up. Feel the stretch in your neck, your shoulders, your back, wherever's tight. And down. The next set, we bend our hips and knees. Next part of the exercise, rather. And you try to go as far back as you can, making a bit of a circle motion. Inhale as you go back. Exhale as you go forward. We do about 3 of those. Inhale. Exhale. After the third one, you drop your shoulders, pin your shoulders back, extend your jaw like in a 45-degree angle out and up. Stretch the jaw, your throat. Bring the hands back in front. Push down, lock your knees and elbows again. So the same thing again. Interlace, pull in, squish down and out as you round your back. Reach directly in front. Pull back. Inhale. Squish the breath down and out. Exhale. 45 degrees out and up. Inhale. Exhale. So on any of these, if something doesn't feel as comfortable, it's nagging, it's pinching, it's chronically hurting, then just back off and do whatever the next most comfortable thing would be. So again, toes, knees, and hips straight. Sink your hips down a little bit. Look at your hands as long as you can. Round forward. Inhale. Exhale. About 3 times. Inhale. Exhale. Shoulders down, elbows back, jaw out and up. About 3 times. Maybe 5 if you do a little faster. Hands in front again. Push down. So that's the multi-set one. It's got a lot going on, multi-exercises. Interlace your fingers together. Put your hands behind your head and let your one arm drop as the other arm stretches across. Try not to tilt your back on this one. So we go back to the middle or top, inhale, pull down to the left, exhale. This side pulls, this side relaxes. Inhale, exhale. If you can, try not to lean forward like this. Keep your back like as if you're up against the wall. Your heels would touch the wall, your shoulders would touch the wall. Your elbows would touch the wall. All right, so that's the next one in that set. I do these in a different order. It doesn't really matter, which one you do first if you're doing them on your own. So this one reaches out and pull back a little bit and relax. Reach back out, dip one side. So I let my right shoulder drop. I don't try to lift the other shoulder, I just try to twist. And then back to here. So this is inhale, dip one side, twist the other, exhale. So whatever's tightest is where you feel it the most. Might be the wrist, might be the forearm, your neck, your shoulder. Push, drop the other side. And back to where we started. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Next one, just put your hands in front by your sternum or your navel, your solar plexus, anywhere in front that you feel comfortable. Toes, knees, and hips again stay straight. And just try to turn from your navel up as far as you can go. You can't go any further with your shoulders, turn your neck. When your neck can't go any further, turn your eyes back to the front. So typically here I'm not twisting, so that's a good time to inhale. As I go to twist, just like I'm twisting a wet towel, exhale. Shoulders can't go any further, turn your chin, turn your eyes. So if this is all good, this might not seem to be too challenging. You take your hands behind. You do the same thing. And that's going to put a little twist on your shoulder. So if that feels fine, then wonderful. We do the same thing. If again it pinches, it's sharp, it's binding, put your hands back in front. Back to where we started in front. Sink a little bit. Inhale. Twist like a wet towel. Spine, shoulders, neck, eyes. Back in front. Inhale. And as always, we're always just trying to go as far as we can comfortably. You feel like it's just too much, then relax your hands. Your neck, your shoulders, everything loose. All right, so that's one of the next ones. Here again, fingers together, stretch up as high as you can go, back off, and turn towards the corner. You can go further if you want, if your spine's loose, but make sure your toes, knees, and hips are front. Extend up and stretch. Back off. So now I go all the way to my left corner. As far as we can go, comfortably. 45 degrees is great. If you can go further, wonderful. Stretch up. If you want, you can look up. Then look straight. Back to the right side. Inhale right about here. Exhale as you stretch. And I'm like, if you want, look up. Back off. Inhale. Exhale. All right, let's do one more. So we're going to go this way. Dip your spine to the right. Like earlier I said, don't dip your spine. This one you dip your spine, and then you try to reach your arms out. Back off, back to the center. So this will be inhale, toes, knees, and hips bent. Ankles, knees, and hips. Exhale. Back to the center. Inhale. As you dip, reach, exhale. One more to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Finish it up, straight in front. Splash, flick. Pull the ball under. Splash, flick. Pull the ball under. Splash, flick. Bring the ball straight in front. Push it down like you're in a pool and under. So I talked last week on Friday. A whole bunch of you were not here on Friday. And who was here? Dan was here. I think everybody else wasn't here on Friday. I talked about another thing about why you turn your neck. More research has come available to me. The neck, and when you're twisting like that, has a stimulating and relaxing effect on your vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is what controls if we're in fight or flight or rest and digest. So I've been doing it because, it's a good neck stretch. It's good for the neck and the vertebrae. It's also calming. So if you're kind of agitated, just that motion of turning your head side to side with deep breaths is calming. If you're a little bit lethargic, slow moving, it'll wake you up a little bit. Isn't that cool? So the left side is more the side that the vagus nerve is on. So a little more stretch to the right theoretically would activate it more. We do both sides, just make sure we cover all our bases. All right, so we got our next set, which again, we won't be doing come next Thursday and Friday. It's Tai Su. We take a deep breath, feel the wave of calm come over our bodies. Sink your feet, your knees, your hips as you raise your arms. Left foot just barely hovers above the ground. As you set it down, you open up your lungs and chest. That's our inhale. We fold our chest back, we push down, we sink the hips, that's exhale. Now, like there's a big mound of sand in front of us, we spread it, we move it apart. Again, breathe in as you open, breathe out as you fold your chest. So we scoot to the right, or shift to the right, feet, waist, arms, and the hand, that's the wave of movement. Scoop. Settle back into ward off, part the horse's mane, lower body was doing empty stance. Step forward, bow stance, lean, like you're putting that ball up on the shelf. And we straighten up. Toes straight, we do the same to the left side. Feet push, waist shifts, hands and arms move, wave of movement, settle into empty stance. Step with your heel, take a deep breath, exhale as you lean forward. Straighten your spine, shoulders over your waist, drop your hand to do brush knee. Open the lungs and chest, fold your chest as you breathe out. All right, toes straight, catch the ball. Bring your foot in with your hand. Crouch down a little bit more, and just like we did a moment ago, your foot hovers real slow. Put the ball up on the shelf, reach for your underarm. Feet, waist, arms, same thing. Anytime we do that, feet, waist, arms with coiling, that's called silk reeling. Anytime we go feet, waist, arms, but there's not that much coiling, that's just kinetics. Reach. Straighten your spine, swing your leg, or not, put it back where it was. Right here, your hands push the ball into the ground. Turn to the left, bow stance again. You can do this and put it back. You can leave it and don't do anything, just wait. Or you can even, put it in front, put it in back. It's just all different means of however much you feel comfortable. I swing and catch, and I put it back. Catch the ball again, squish the ball, put the ball up on the shelf, reach across for your underarm. All right, silk reeling, feet, waist, arms. There's the coiling and twisting. Feet are towards the left corner. Here's a shovel. Turn towards the front with your spine and your hands. Dig into the ground. Reach up. Your left hand is an assist. It helps push your arm, which connects, again, a little bit of the upper back and shoulder. And we come back. All right, back to over here. Back to the hover. Back to putting the ball up on the shelf. Same exact exercise. To go to the other side, we make a bit of a circle with our arm. And then back to the left side. And push the ball. Now we get into some of the new stuff. Some of you haven't seen this. Turn your feet. Sink onto your left leg. Again, you can either put your foot there and come back. You can lift your leg and come back, or swing your leg and come back. to here. So on the other side, if I'm swinging, I try to catch my balance and come back. So how is that different from the earlier one? The earlier one, your hips are straight, and you're going straight towards, in front of your body. This one, opposite. So it's going to affect your hips and legs a little bit differently. So if we just finished the right one, it would have been here. We put our leg back. That looked terrible, but you get the idea. What do we do? It's here. Arms circle behind. You're facing towards the right wall with the hands together. You round your spine, and you try to reach for the ground. So my back is really rounded a lot right here. Bring your arms to the front and back. And now try to take that roundedness and make it into an arch. To go to the other side, I take my back leg, move it back, just pivot on the other side. So this is a shoulder and upper back exercise right about here. Now it's your whole spine, your neck, back to your lower back. So there's 2 more of these. We step back with the right, and now we can do shifting from the left leg to the right leg to the arm. There's our silk reeling. Here's the shovel. Dig it into the ground, rounding your back, arching your back with the assist. As high as you can go up, maybe behind. Back to here. One more step. Step back one more time. Feet, waist, arms, get that coiling moving. Shovel. Dig it in the ground as you round your back. Arch your back. Straighten up. And that is the whole set of roughly 18 exercises, plus or minus. Like I've talked about before, Asian culture loves to have multiples of 8. It's in astrology, but it's in numerology. It's just, philosophy. It's how they chose to try to remember and teach a lot of the sets. All right? So we got enough time to do this, maybe 1 or 2 more times. Less talking, more moving. Inhale. Exhale. And don't hold your breath quite as long as, if you can't. Take more breaths if you need to. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Relax your neck, your shoulders, your hands and arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hand and foot come in. Foot goes out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. I don't breathe in when I do that because I'm kind of squishing my midsection. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. In. Out. Turn your feet a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Turn to the right. Inhale. Exhale. In, fingertips down if you can. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. So you end up moving back quite a bit if you need to adjust. Feet, waist, arms. We go clockwise. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Back foot. Counterclockwise. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. So we're going to do it one more time. Seems like we got enough time. If you need to take a break, take a break. Inhale. Exhale. First one's in front. Second one, the sides. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Relax your neck, your shoulders, hands and arms. A little tension on the back. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. 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 In. Sink your hips, sink your shoulders. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Clockwise. In. Out. In. Out. One more. Counterclockwise. Out. In. Out. Feet closer. Splash. Lift to the left, looking. Splash. Lift, looking to the right. Splash. Straight up. Straight down. Lock the knees and elbows momentarily. Bend the knees and elbows. So we will be moving on from the Yang 108, which we got about halfway through it. You know, I'm personally not always as concerned about completing the big sets because there's just so much there. What we're getting to is the part with the kicks, and that gets to be a little challenging. So, yeah. Come Thursday, we'll be doing the Chen long set. So here we go. Feet together. Take a deep breath. Relax. Feel the calm come over your body. Everything loose, everything comfortable. Here's our opening. Inhale. Shift a little bit forward. Exhale. Shift back. Shift to the left. 3 different versions of ward off. First one, leg in the arm. Second one. Leg in both arms. Third one. Just like when we practice our basic stuff. By the way, I didn't do the fundamentals. So we're just doing the whole set. Or as far as we got, rather. Pull, push, hover left, shift your weight, scoop, split. Shoulders relaxed, hips sink on everyone. Turn your left foot, bring your right foot and hand across, lift hands or lift arms. A little bit of a splash or like rolling movement. Roll back. Bow stance, block, shoulder. White crane spreads its wings. Set your foot down, bow stance. Hand that's up, gets us going. In block, reach back, brush knee and push. Feet come together, another strum the guitar. If you want to balance, lift your toes or your knee, lift your toes down, heel down. Bow stance, hand that's up gets us started. In block, reach back, brush knee and push. Shift your weight back, turn your hip, start to get a circle going clockwise. Right about here, you got a fist with your right hand, empty stance, twist. Bow stance, punch towards the sternum, or come underneath your elbow and push. Both hands to the front, double ward off, push out, scoop up, right hand on the outside, elbows and shoulders down. Shift your weight, turn your hip. Shift your weight, brush knee. So I'm gonna move a step or two over. If you need to adjust, do so. Now it's roll back, shoulder elbow press, pull, straighten your toes if you need to, push. Hover to the left, hover to the right, scoop. Make a circle, top and bottom, strum the guitar, fist under elbow, again, toes down, heel down. Watch where you're going, look behind, repulse monkey. So we're just doing one of those. It's supposed to be three, we're doing one. Catch the ball, step towards the corner of the kitchen, pivot into part the horse's mane. Feet come together, and then apart, another lift hands, another splash, roll back, block, shoulder. Another part the horse's mane, or white crane spreads its wings, sorry. The whole piece repeats, brush knee, push. So we start to go as if we're gonna do lift hands, but then we adjust and change into needle at the bottom of the C. It's like a little fake almost. Scoop up, open the fan, push at the end. Turn to the right, drop your elbow. Block. Bow stance for the knuckles. Chop, punch. Shift your weight back, block, parry, punch. No underneath the elbow thing on that one. After the punch, you block, double ward off. Step forward, we have the same thing, ward off, roll back, shoulder elbow press, pull, push. Hover to the left, hover to the right, split. Toes straight, hips straight. Wave arms like clouds. We do 3 sets. 1, 2, 3. We bookend it, meaning we put another split at the end. All right, so we're just gonna turn, instead of facing here, face here. Scoot back, reach back, another brush knee, pat the high horse. So now we start getting into some corner stuff. Step to the left corner, but we block to the right corner, and then we chop to the right corner, and then we face the right corner. Both arms split on the corners. You try to balance all this stuff towards the corner, set your foot down. Step to the corner. Now it's over here. Block to the corner, chop to the corner, turn towards the corner, kick towards the corner. Set your foot down. Now we're back to pulling the ball in off the shelf. Brush, knee, and push. Reach back with your left. Brush, knee, and push. One more. Reach back. This time we punch. We turn, tuck your elbow in. So again, it's block from empty stance, knuckles with bow stance, chop, punch, block, parry, punch. Okay. Scoop up, we're going on the corner again. This time, there's no in block and chop, it's just split, kick. Set your foot down, there's a roll back, ride the tiger. This time, the thumbs are like facing each other, knuckles out, bottom hand knuckles in. So it's ride the tiger. And then you turn a little bit. Roll back, horizontal, roll back, horizontal, roll back, vertical. Same thing. Fists, thumbs face each other, ride the tiger, scoop, another kick. And that's a big chunk. That's a lot. That's a lot of this whole set. But again, it's about halfway, like maybe around 58 exercises of the 108. Beyond that, most of it all is just the same, repeating, going different directions with stuff. Inhale, exhale. Back to the very beginning stuff. Inhale, exhale. Relax your neck and shoulder. Inhale, exhale. In, out, in, out, in, out. Left side, right side. Toes, heel. Inhale, exhale. In, out, 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 in, out. Usually right here I move over a little bit, otherwise I'll bump into stuff too soon over here. In, out, in, out. So these are horizontal with the floor. This is vertical with the wall. And breathe out. In, out, in, out, in, out. Oop, should have been here. Again, I'll recenter a little bit. Splash, roll back, block, shoulder. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Just like our basic stuff. Breathe out, in, out, in, out. Wave arms like clouds, in, out, in, out, in, out. Split, out. Adjust to the front, in, out. All this corner stuff, in, out, 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 in, out. So here's where we go from here, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. How's everybody doing? All good? A lot going on? Able to balance? So don't get hung up if you can't, everything we've been doing today, there's a lot of stuff, holding your leg out and doing this stuff. Don't do it if it's not too much, or if it's going to cause you to fall, but front and back, or a little bit higher, whatever works for you. If you need options, let me know. Throw a brick at my head, get my attention. No. Let's try it. We got time. Inhale. A little slower. Exhale. In. Out. 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 That's my spot to move over. In. Out. In. Out. In. out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. What do we got here? In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Block, parry punch, in, out. Did I repeat the whole chunk? You know? We'll see. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. I thought I might have repeated a whole piece, but I think we're still in the right order. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Third one's a punch. Out, in, out, in, out. So here's where we turn again, just to keep everybody kind of going the same way. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. So, a lot going on there. Any questions? Anybody sweating? A little bit, right? So, if you do or you don't, again, I've said in the past, kind of up to you what you decide how much you exert yourself in doing it. Any questions on any of the sequence or what we're doing? Ready to move on to the next set for the next couple of months? So what do we got next Thursday? Qigong. Tai Chi Chuan means supreme ultimate fist. Chuan and Quan, same for fist. Koreans took it and said, we're going to call it Tai, same word, Tai Guk Jung. Instead of fist, they call it supreme ultimate palm. Difference between fist and palm. So again, just to give you a little history, it's the clash between the cultures of, this side's better than the other side. We're going to do it this way. So most of the martial arts were from India, started as yoga, turned into martial arts with the Shaolin monks. From there, the Japanese, the Koreans kind of borrowed it, stole it. Back in the day, it probably would have been considered stealing because the clash between the cultures. Nowadays, it's a lot more open with that. they still have some animosity with, who's better than the other. So anyway, it's good exercise regardless. It's definitely mind and body practice. So I'm just going to demonstrate the first couple exercises that we'll do with it. So instead of us doing like this to start out, we go the other way with the splash, but still kind of like that hover. And that's very similar to what we just did. And then we're going to turn, and very much yin and yang. We got one hand open, one hand a fist, and they come together. And then it's, again, kind of leaning in, ward off, brush knee, back to the circle. And then we scoop up. A lot of this type of stuff, the hovering, good for your balance, open, close, twirling teacups, elbow, reach for the ground, pluck the carrot, silk reeling. So you'll see some of the same concepts of what we just did with this set. But then again, there's a little bit of Tai Chi influence in there. A lot of Tai Chi influence in there.